Blade Runner 2049. It's a brand new movie by Denis Villeneuve and stars Ryan Gosling, Harrison Ford, Ana de Armas, Robin Wright, and Jared Leto. So what is this movie about? 30 years after the original Blade Runner, we follow a brand new protagonist, Officer K. Officer K is a Blade Runner who's assigned with his case. He's a detective, and he basically has to seek out Rick Deckard from the first movie and talk to him about a few things. And that's really the extent I can say about this movie, because if I was to say anything else about this movie, I'd be spoiling the entire plot. Now, I finally saw the original Blade Runner recently. This is the final cut, and while I don't love the movie like others, I really admire it. I really could tell why this is such a sci-fi classic, and I enjoyed it. Despite that, though, I was extremely excited for Blade Runner 2049. Denis Villeneuve's last movie, Arrival, was great. Ryan Gosling's talented. Harrison Ford's amazing. The trailers were spectacular, and man, those reviews were so good. At one point, I was more excited for this movie than fucking Star Wars. So yeah, my hype was unreal. I finally saw it. What did I think of Blade Runner 2049? If you were to tell me 3 months ago that this movie would be better than Dunkirk, I would probably punch you dead and there in the face. But long and behold, Blade Runner 2049 is an absolute masterpiece. Despite the fact this movie is damn near 3 hours long, this movie is seriously the fastest 3 hours of my life. I was so glued in. Why did I love this movie so much? Often it comes down to one thing. Denis Villeneuve. This guy is the next big director. The next Christopher Nolan. He's already the Canadian Christopher Nolan, man. This guy's direction is awe-inspiring and jaw-dropping. How much care he put into the movie is remarkable, man. You can tell he honored everything what made the original so good, but added something to it to make it brand new, and you can just tell he had the time of his life making something that general audiences would probably not agree with, but something that he felt passionate about, and you could just see all the passion ooze through the screen. His direction is absolutely remarkable in this movie. Now, I have absolutely got to get this out of the way first, because Jesus Christ, the fucking cinematography. Roger Deakins is a legendary cinematographer, and he's in this movie, and Jesus Christ, man, every single shot, frame, second of the movie is art. Like, Jesus Christ, he combines light and colors in ways I've never seen any cinematographer do before. It's so awe-inspiring, jaw-dropping, spectacular, breathtaking. I cannot express this enough. I saw this movie in IMAX just to see a cinematography in that huge screen, and oh my god, that just seeing that in the big screen was just so immersive, man. If Roger Deakins does not win Best Cinematographer, I swear to you, I will never trust the Academy ever again. What is just put in screen by Roger Deakins and Denis Villeneuve, their combination, their vision is remarkable. Like I said before, but it's truly remarkable. It's not just the visuals, not just the direction of Denis Villeneuve. Why I love this movie so much is the story, the structure. Yes, I said this movie's 3 hours long, but it goes by so fast. Yes, I said it before, I can't really talk about the story because if I said anything else that wasn't shown in the trailer, it'd be spoiling the movie. But what I can say is this story is so compelling. It's a slow burn. So obviously you don't like slow burns, get out. But like, it just slowly reveals the information one piece at a time. Not knowing what was coming ahead, it shook me. It was like a big wrecking ball coming in my face. I'm like, oh my god. Like this information, like I was shaking throughout this movie. I was so shooken. You know how I said Dunkirk was so physically intense? This movie is psychologically intense. Like, I was really shaking throughout this movie. Not just that. The character arc with Ryan Gosling, he's the main character. His character arc in this movie is shaking. Like, I was so shooken by his character. More on his performance, but Officer K is such a compelling character. Throughout the movie, you're rooting for him. Throughout the movie, you're so fascinated by his past. This movie is not just depressing to me. This is one of the most human films I've ever seen. Obviously, it's about replicants. You know, if you don't know about the original Blade Runner, replicants are like humans, but they're robots. But I really discovered this. The human characters are so robotic, yet the replicants are so human. Like, it's honestly jaw-dropping. The script is incredible. The story is so fascinating. Obviously, I gotta talk about the performances now. Ryan Gosling, man. This guy, like, he has the most pivotal character arc to the story. And you better know that you need a great actor to do that. And Ryan Gosling fucking killed it. Jesus Christ. Ryan Gosling's performance is career best in this movie. Yes, I'm saying it. It's as good as Drive, La La Land, The Nice Guys. I have to say, this guy's character, like I said before, his character arc is shaking, riveting. You can really see how he emotionally reacts to it. It's so compelling. And when he gets angry, some actors who go angry, you can really tell they're overdoing it. Not Ryan Gosling. He's shaking in this movie. But also, Harrison Ford. He is not in the movie as much as I expected. Very pivotal role though. But whenever he's on screen with Ryan Gosling and their scenes together are so electrifying and riveting. Man, Harrison Ford, you can tell he really cared about this movie. He really cared about his character, not doing it for the paycheck, not doing it for the nostalgia. And honestly, I have to say this, probably a controversial opinion. I think Rick Deckard in this movie is far more interesting than he ever was in the original movie. Sue me. Yes, sue me. And finally, Ana de Armas. Now, I saw her in this movie War Dogs, and I thought she was really good. She's hot, but also really good. So I said, okay, she's in Blade Runner 2049. Let's see what she has to bring. And I think she was the best. Along with Gosling, she was the best character in the movie. I don't want to dig deep into her character because I'd be spoiling it, but her character is so charming, so happy-go-lucky. She brings some of the lighter moments in this movie, the more beautiful stuff. I think her chemistry with Ryan Gosling, because they're love interests, they're so good. Now I'm going to talk about the score. The score in the original Blade Runner is incredible. So this movie had a lot to live up to, and it did not disappoint. Hans Zimmer delivers a score so symbolic, subtle, and mesmerizing. It just sucks you into the world so much. It has the futuristic tones. It's beautiful. It's such a great score. It's not like Hans Zimmer's other scores where it's so techno, upbeat, and like motivational. This score is just beautiful. Like, you can just listen to it and look at the outside of the world, and it's just incredible. And yes, I gotta talk about the set design now. This movie really honored what they made the original Blade Runner so good, because like Ridley Scott or not, Ridley Scott's sets in like Alien and Blade Runner are remarkable. So Denis Villeneuve wanted to recreate that, and this movie's no different. There's no like a bunch of CGI, green screen. It's most of it's done in camera, and it's so like incredible that I felt like I was in the world of Los Angeles 2049. It's so immersive. It's so much better than CGI. I admired what they brought to the set. There's just so much detail throughout. Now, I had to put a lot of thought into this review. Like, when I got out of this movie, I was shaking throughout. When the movie credits came by, I was so silent for the first minute of the credits. Then when I got up and talked to my friends, I had such a hard time putting words together. I had to sit on this movie and not rush to the camera, because if I just did that, I would not be able to do this movie justice. I thought about it carefully, the themes, what I saw, I want to see it held up, and I'm really ready to say this, and I'm not afraid. Blade Runner 2049 is one of my new favorite movies of all time. This movie is the definition of art. It is remarkable what Denis Villeneuve put to the screen. It's so spectacular. I'm really trying to find the words right now to describe this movie in the end, but it's just so hard. This movie has made me realize how lazy some blockbusters become. Like, you know, this movie has effort, passion, heart, and you see like a Fast and Furious movie, despite the fact that many of those movies are guilty pleasures, I see them and there's no effort. Like, you can just tell they're lazy. And I used to give blockbusters an excuse for that, but no, not anymore, because this movie has shown me a blockbuster can be this good, and it doesn't need a lot of action. Like, yeah, this movie has action scenes, but they're not like big, they're awesome, but yo, that's not the point. It's the story, the characters. This is a movie that is a must see. And just the fact this movie got like a $30 million opening weekend and the general audience dismissed it, it depresses me, man. This is a movie that deserves to be seen in the theater. Don't wait till Netflix. This movie's gonna be butchered on Netflix. No, you have to see it in the theater to experience the visuals. And don't say, oh, the movie's that long, man. The movie's 3 hours long, but it's so fast because it's riveting, intense. you care so much. Like, I was so glued to my seat that I did not want to get out of my seat at all. Man, I'm imploring anybody who's watching this video who is not interested because they don't even like the original Blade Runner, or I don't know, like they're just not interested, see Blade Runner 2049. It's worth it for the visual alone. Just see, because this movie deserves to be seen. You know what I'm going to give this rating right now? I'm giving this movie a 10 out of 10. I'm just absolutely stunned that this movie beat out Dunkirk. And you know Christopher Nolan's my boy, so just for me to admit that Denis Villeneuve came by and beat him, it's a huge deal. But man, Blade Runner 2049 is another cult classic hit. It's going to be a movie that'll be remembered, and it's going to be a movie that people are going to be seeing and be inspired by, just like me. Alright guys, thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give me a like, favorite, and subscribe. Click on the notification bar for more videos. Subscribe, comment, tell me if you like this video so I'll deliver you way more videos in the future. Anyways guys, I'll see you guys in the next video.